Hello, YouTube. I hope this light don't go out on me because obviously I need a light to do this video. So I'm probably going to just leave this door propped open so that I can have good lighting for this video. But this video is pretty much going to be about freelancing and trucking. Now, that's good that a lot of people try to put in, a whole bunch of years on one job. But sometimes some people have their preference of what they want to do in trucking. That's why I always say that in trucking, when you get into it, try to just know what you want to do in trucking, because everybody has their own thing that they want to do as far as what they're trying to achieve in trucking. So me, I am a very free-spirited type of person. I truly like to where I have freedom in whatever I do. So, what I'm doing right now, I truthfully feel like it fits me because, I have freedom. So it's like I'm not seriously tied down to just one route. I'm not tied down to one company. I have the excitement and freedom to just switch it up and, just keep the interest going instead of things getting old. Because you'd be surprised how, you got a lot of people that complain about being over the road. And they be like, gosh, man, I just want to be local, this, that, and the third. So, but then when they get that local route and they get to where they on the same route day in and day out, they be like, man, I'm bored. I want to go back to OTR because you're bored. So it's one good thing to meet what you're trying to do, whether it's trying to be local or OTR. But you still want to keep your mind going to where you're not miserable in the job that you're doing. You want to still be happy in what you're doing. So the way that I am freelancing and trucking is temp agencies. You have temp agencies for all kind of jobs. You got temp agencies just for warehouse jobs, computer jobs. Temp agencies help so many people out to get you to work fairly quick. And they do have temp agencies in trucking. And obviously, the ones that's keeping up with me, y'all know the temp agency I'm with is TransForce. Check out for people that live in Charlotte area, TransForce in the Charlotte area. And you have to either talk to Miss Angela or Miss Illinois, and they will get you to something. So it's y'all know that I got fired from Frito-Lay. But to be honest with you guys, I'm not mad about it because Frito-Lay is a good job. They got great benefits. It's a family-oriented job, but it's too many goddamn rules. You can't do this. You can't do that. Don't film no videos. You're doing too much. If you go over 71 miles per hour, you're getting rid up. And if it happens again, you get, nah, man, I hate... I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hate rules. I know that there's rules everywhere you go. I know this, but that don't mean I don't hate it. That's why I used to stay in trouble as a kid, because I was always the rebellious one that wanted to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And I kind of still got that same mentality. That's why I really feel like being a company driver is something temporary, but it's nothing to where I could be somebody to put all these years in as a company driver, because I'm too spirited to be that type of person that settle for somebody telling me what to do or dictating how I'm supposed to do things. I love my freedom. I do. So it's nothing like having entrepreneurship with yourself or having that financial freedom to make your own decisions, go as you come, do what you want as you want to do it, instead of having to answer to somebody. So when it comes to freelancing and trucking, like I said, you can go through the temp agencies. You can work for smaller owner ops. Because sometimes smaller owner ops don't always have consistent work to keep you working. So like I'm working for this guy now. Let's just say he only wanted to run me 3 days a week. So the rest of the 4 days a week I can run with, TransForce or Centerline, or it's a couple of temp agencies, but I would have to get them all. But the ones I know is TransForce, Centerline, and there's another one that was in Maryland that I was going to go through when I was with them. But man, when you work with a temp agency, you might see me with Saddle Creek today, see me with Frito one day, and then you might see me wherever they send you. So it looks like I'm job hopping when I'm not job hopping. I'm still working for one company, which is TransForce, but I'm just kind of floating around doing my thing. So, and the way TransForce do it, they call you. they will call you and say, hey, you know, we got this run for this company, that company. Are you free to do that? And you can say yay or nay. So let's just say you ain't feel like working that day, or you had a vacation, or you pretty much, see the light went out, or you pretty much just had something to do. You could tell them no and they won't get mad. Like, you're not obligated. They not obligated to give you work. You ain't obligated to take the work they give you, but the work is still there. So you can freelance in trucking. You got a lot of people. And I was just talking to another driver, and he did the same thing because he had a lot of years in the game. And he did the same thing to where, you know, he would work for different places according to who called him first or whatever, and according to his hours and availability. So, you know, a lot of people always got some negative stuff to say, this, that. Like, people mouths run like toilet tissue, man. I wish I could stuff toilet tissue in people's mouths, because before people are quick to insult you on something, know all the facts. Know all the facts before you just throw your little dumb comment out there and try to insult somebody. You know me, but you don't know me. So, yes, you can freelance in trucking. You know, it's just personal preference. It's what you want to do. If you want to be stuck on one job as a company driver with the same job for 30, 40 years, then that's good. And there's nothing wrong with that, because there's nothing wrong with being stable. Some people love that stable life. Some people just love that consistency and stuff. And I love it too, but I just love to try different things. I like to see what I can do. I like to explore what other things I can do. I like to build skill set. You know, I'm about just building and doing better than I was the day before, the year before, the month. Like, I like to try new things. And how can you try new things when you're doing the same thing year in, year out, year? That's all you know. Now you don't really have no other skill set. So if that one skill set crash, you done, because you done put all your apples in one basket. But I know y'all probably would say, well, you know, that don't make no sense what you're saying, because then what about your retirement? What about your health benefits? What about benefits? Well, you don't have to just depend on a job for benefits. You can go through banks to get retirement, CD accounts, or IRAs and all that, Roth accounts through banks. Like, you can go, especially if you got your own business account. If you got a business account, you should be able to set yourself up. And if you start hiring employees with benefits, Pat, they got stuff for entrepreneurs and for owner ops to where you can get health insurance. Because when I was a lease operator, I had it set up to where I had my own health insurance for my kids and me. And I still got the short-term disability benefits. I still got my life insurance. I have to set up another CD. I had a CD, but I canceled it out. So you just got to know finances. You don't have to depend on a strictly company job just to get your benefits. See, people are so used to depending on others for what they can get themselves instead of reaching out, being independent and getting it yourself. So whether you're a company driver or not, you can get your own benefits. You don't have to go strictly through a company to get benefits, even though some real nice companies do have some great benefits. Like if you work for the state, or you work for the government, or you work for certain jobs, like Frito, they had a great benefit package. Like, you really can't beat the package that you get with them. But it is what it is. There's always a way to do things other than just going through one set of what. So yes, like I said, it's not always the end of the world when you either get fired from a company, or you quit a company, or you just don't even know what you want to do. Because there's so many circumstances to where people just be trying to figure out what they truthfully want to do. That's just like college. You might start college off doing one major, but you realize that major wasn't, when I say major, like you got to pick a career you want to do. So let's just say I went to college and I chose computers. But over 6 months of being in school for computers, I realized computers really wasn't what I wanted to do. So now I'm going to have to rethink things and revamp it and change it over to a major that I really want. So until I can figure it out, I'm not really, sure of what I want to do. So I'm test trialing things. And that's how it is sometimes. That don't mean you're stupid, you're bad, or this and that. You're just trying to get to know yourself. You're trying to figure out what you want to do. You're trying to figure out where to plant your feet at. So sometimes you got to crawl before you walk. Just because you fall sometimes, that means you just get back up. Don't stay down. So everybody quick to judge somebody because I guess they call it job hopping, or you inconsistent, or you just dumb, or this, that, and the third. Or now I'm getting people calling me hood rats and all gangster thug or ghetto. I don't get, boy. It don't stop. It don't stop. Long as I know what I am, and long as I'm comfortable with who I am, who gives two hoops about it? So, all right, y'all, let me get my tail back on this road and everything, you know. So you guys have a lovely night. If y'all out there driving, keep the wheels in the, keep the wheels in the white lines and get your rest. Don't be driving sleepy. So time's of the essence. I'm making better time of it talking to y'all as usual. So let's love each other, not judge each other. Because I never judge you, huh? Nina, love you. So deuces.